What's up, man?
Man, chilling. Oh, we live?
Yeah, we live. So,
All right, let me get the microphone, bust.
right.
Freestyle.
Another video with Ty from House of Kicks, and then Chris from Arch Dash USA. And today the topic is why the $500 for the DMP 1314 was too much. Basically, it's a ripoff, right?
Cake, man.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. We're gonna let you know why that $500 was way too much, and that's the reason why. First of all, Chris,
Yo,
can you tell us what's going on with the DMP, man? What happened today? You had a call, right? And then tell me what it's all about.
Hey, I'm going old school today, rocking the Cole Haan's old wingtips. And I was putting my shoes on. That's why I was turning. So I got a call today. It was like, yo, you need any of these DMPs? And I was like, you know, how much? He said 325. I was like, nah, you know, I just bought a bunch of NMDs. And I prefer to spend my money on the NMDs than to buy the. But, you know, I know where the call came from. You know, I used to do a lot of work with people that worked at Nike.
Yeah.
So once he called, and I got another call. So they had restocked on the DMPs, right?
Yeah.
So my bad, y'all, for being out of the picture. Okay, sorry about that. I had to finish tying my shoes. They had restocked on the DMPs, man. So when you go to the Nike employee store, everything is half off. So dude hit me up, and so that means the shoes cost $250. In Memphis, the tax is 9.25.
Yeah.
So that means 250 times 0.0925 plus 250, 273, 125. So at 320, 300, 320, dude's making like $22 a pair. I mean, not 22, but $27 a pair. Just wholesale at $300. At $325, he's making wholesale. That's a great deal, man. But that the DMPs aren't doing that well. You did an article.
Yeah.
Well, this is the thing. The Nike employee store, there's what? I think 3 of them. There's one in Portland. There's one in Memphis. There's 2. I think there's a Nike town in Chicago, but that's not an employee store. So I think there's 2 Nike employee stores in the country, Memphis and Portland. And it's not enough shoes there to affect the whole economy. I used to say that there was enough shoes at Nike employee store to screw up everything. And you know what? I guess there is, man. If you want to keep it real, they're to screw it up, especially if they get 200 or 300 pair of DMPs, and those things find their way to the market as opposed to just being kept by whoever bought them.
Yeah.
You're talking about these dudes putting the shoes on eBay or putting them on Instagram for $500. They can actually sell the shoe for $400, $375, because you're still getting a hell of a return on your dollar at $273.
Now,
so it's screwed up, because if these guys are putting them into the population, the 300 pair of DMPs that are in the population that are at a drop down price, so the rest of the market has to adjust until those shoes are wiped out and gone. You know, but the fact is, this dude is still buying the shoes, and they came out, what, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
2 weeks ago, and they still are getting them in a restock at the employee store. It's it messes with the market. But I think you did an article talking about why that shoe wasn't going to sell. You said that it was overinflated to begin with.
Yep.
It cost $500. So I think that's the more important thing. What should the shoe have cost?
Well, first of all, we need to redefine inflation, which I already I kind of did that like on the 2-3 videos ago. And the inflation is based on changes in the wages and the countries, and stuff change. So to keep the economy afloat, I guess sometimes what happens is the milk price will go up because gas prices are going up. So stuff like that happens. But now, Nike will kind of use the inflation and say because of the inflation, we are increasing our prices, right? So now the DMP 6 and 11, which you and I know, Chris, that's the greatest pack of all time. The 6 and 11 was at $300 when it came out, $299 plus tax, right? $300. And that shoe, and first of all, you know, before I go, let me show you something. I'm gonna share my screen with you. I want to show you what I'm talking about, guys, so you know why we're saying this is just overpriced. So I'm gonna show you some pictures here, and I want you to bear with me, man. Like, let's look. Can you guys see the picture? Can you see it, Chris?
Yep, I see it.
Now look at the DMP. Look at the 6 and 11, right? I'm gonna make this a little smaller. Now look, you and I know that the 6s and the 11s are probably by far some of the most beloved Jordans of all time, especially the 11, right? Now look at the packaging itself. Look at the packaging, right? It came with a 2-slide box, a cover with Michael Jordan graphics on it, and then you had the booklet and all that kind of stuff, the tags. And actually, I want to show you better, more pictures of the tag here real quick. All right, let's see. You know, I'm going to open this up. I'm going to show you more pictures of the tags here. Actually, let's go here. Look at the packaging, right? Again, inside, this is just one box, and it shows you a quick story on the lead right here with the 6 and 11. He had a booklet, and he actually told you what this was all about. The 6 was to celebrate Michael Jordan's first championship, and then the 11s, when he came back after being out for 2 years, that's to celebrate his second championship, right? So, and then the shoe had, look, like a tag with it, these tags and all that, right? All this stuff. And it was only $300. And these are the 6 and the 11s. We're not talking about any Jordan. We're talking about the 6 and the 11, right?
Right.
Now, Nike, now let me go back on here. So I kind of wanted to show you that real quick. So we all know that the 6 and 11 are by far much more valuable than the 13 and the 14, so to speak. I'm not saying that people just love the 11s and they just love the 6. And the 6 and the 11 DMP was by far the best pack of all time. And that was $300. Now, based on the inflation, the shoe should have been $369 today. $369. So if this DMP 6 and 11 was supposed to drop again today, the price would be $369. And I just showed you that the 6 and 11 is by far better. You have better packaging, more accessories. It was $300. And if you had came back out again today, you'd be $369. So tell me why the 13 and the 14 is $500 when all you had is a big box, 2 shoes, no booklet, no accessories, nothing else. Just the shoes, no tags, no gold tags, none of that, right? And even no covers, nothing. No graphics on the box, nothing. And it's $500. And we say based on inflation, the 6 and 11 would have been $370. So tell me why that shoe is $500. It's a ripoff. So it's simple as that. I think $500 was too much. It doesn't even, it's not even a reflection of the inflation. I think they're just charging too much. That's the reason why the shoe is sitting everywhere. It's $500. That's the reason why you find the shoes at the employee store, because no ain't nobody paying $500 for the shoes, man. That's too much. And I think even if they were $350 or $400, they would still sit because nobody really cares much for the 14s or the 13s. They like the 13s, but not that much. So $500 was just way too much. If you want to read more about it, I actually have the article on my website, which details you everything, shows you everything here. Let me show you. Let me share my screen with you, and I'll show you. Guys, it's a little jacked up, but you know, I was kind of busy today, so I didn't get a chance to really. But this is the inflation. Based on the inflation, you're paying basically $130 more. Now you should pay for the shoe. It should have cost maybe $360 or $370, but $500 is just way too much. So if you want to read the article, go ahead. And I put the inflation calculator here, so you can always go there and put it there for yourself. Actually, I'm going to do it in front of you. Like, let's do this. 2006, right? 2006. This is 300, right? Now let's take it out May 2017. Let's see what happens here. 370.25. So if anything, if the 6 and the 11 was supposed to drop today, it would have been $370. That's how you know that these guys are just taking our money, man. Like, hey, as a consumer, you need to be educated. You need to learn, and you need to know these things. Because guess what? They're going to send those shoes to the outlet, and I guarantee you, they probably sell like 400 or 450. How much do you think they would sell those shoes at the outlet, Chris?
I think they'll go all the way to $399.99.
And it's still more than what you're supposed to pay.
It is. I mean, but you know, that's funny because if it was just 190 plus 190, it would be 380.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
So I mean, the pack should have been $380. Which is right around what inflation should be.
There you go.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, I didn't even realize that. Obviously, I read the article.
Yeah.
And it makes more sense, man. But it's good stuff, man. I mean, I just find it interesting that, you know, I get this phone call today and, you know, are that many of the shoes at the employee store that, you know, one person has got 12 pair? You know what I mean? That's amazing to me.
Yeah, I mean,
but, you know, it makes sense. That's just the way the market is right now.
Well, the thing that bothers me is this, man. Like, I'm putting it this way. If you're going to sell me a shoe that expensive, at least give me some accessories. You see this 11, all that stuff that was in the package, the gold tag, the covers, the presentation, the big box with the gold all over it, you know, the 2 compartments, and, you know, the booklet, and then the entire story. He told you everything, man. Like, it was only $300. Why am I paying $500 for just a box and then 2 shoes that are hideous to begin with?
Yeah, that doesn't make sense, man. But hey, I think it's good stuff, man. I think everybody's gonna be happy with what you just showed them because it explains why a lot of stuff is sitting now, man. But you know, all the rest of the stuff we won't talk about. That's another time. I got to get ready to go and ship.
I gotta get out of here. Thanks for watching. This was just a quick video. We just wanted to show you why the $500 was too much. So we hope you appreciate this. So again, check Chris at arch-usa.com or House of Kicks and go check his channel. All right, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again.
Peace, y'all.